Hey everyone, and welcome. So, when you see those amazing sugar skulls and bright orange flowers, what comes to mind? Today we're diving deep into Dia de los Muertos, this absolutely beautiful tradition from Mexico. It's really all about celebrating life, memory, and the connections we have with our family. So yeah, let's get into what it's all about. All right, first things first, let's tackle the biggest question people have. Is this just Mexican Halloween? I mean, it makes sense why you'd ask, right? It happens on November 1st and 2nd, right after Halloween. But honestly, they couldn't be more different. And getting that difference is, well, it's everything. It's the key to really understanding why this celebration is so incredibly special. Okay, so think about it. Halloween, at its heart, is all about the spooky stuff, right? Ghosts, costumes, a little bit of fun fear. But Dia de los Muertos, it's a total 180. The whole vibe is completely different. It's all about remembering your family, honoring the people who aren't with us anymore, and celebrating their lives with pure joy and love. It's not about fear at all. It's about connection. So here's the central belief. On these 2 days, the spirits of the people you love can actually come back from the spirit world for a visit. But, and this is super important, it's not sad or spooky. Not at all. Imagine your favorite relative who lives far away is coming home for the holidays. That's the vibe. It's a huge, happy, vibrant party full of music, amazing food, and lots of storytelling. So, to really get why it's a joyful reunion and not a sad memorial, we've got to dig into the philosophy behind it all, this really unique way of looking at life and death. Here's the core of it, right here. The whole mindset is that death isn't this scary final chapter. It's just a natural part of the journey of life. And when you see it that way, well, it changes everything. It takes the fear out of the equation and replaces it with acceptance. And that shift is what makes the celebration possible. So get this, the people who have passed away, they're not considered gone. They're still a very real, very loved part of the family. And Dia de los Muertos is that one special time of year when the veil thins and they can come back. Spiritually, of course, to hang out with everyone again for this amazing little reunion. Okay, so this idea that spirits can cross back and forth is the foundation. But there's some truly beautiful symbolism wrapped up in it too. My favorite has to be the monarch butterflies. You see, millions of them migrate to Mexico right around this time of year, and the belief is that these butterflies are actually carrying the souls of the departed. How amazing is that? It adds this whole layer of natural magic to everything. Okay, so how do families actually welcome these spirits back? Well, it all comes down to one absolutely central, iconic thing, the ofrenda. Let's break down what that is because it's really the heart of the whole tradition. So, an ofrenda literally means offering. It's basically a temporary altar that families build in their homes or at cemeteries. But here's a super important distinction. It is not for worship. Think of it more like setting a beautiful dinner table for a guest of honor you love and miss dearly. It's a tribute, a welcome mat made of love. And every single thing on that ofrenda has a job to do. It's so thoughtful. You've got photos so the spirit knows this invitation is for them. There are candles to light their way home. You have these bright orange marigolds. They're called cempasúchil, and their strong scent is supposed to guide the spirits. Then, of course, you lay out all their favorite foods and drinks because they must be tired from their long journey. You'll also see some of their favorite things from when they were alive, and even those famous sugar skulls which are there to represent the sweetness of life and remind everyone that death doesn't have to be bitter. Now, the ofrenda is a really personal thing, usually inside the home, but Dia de los Muertos is way bigger than that. It's a huge community-wide party. All that private love and remembrance just spills out into the streets and cemeteries, turning into this incredible shared experience for everybody. So what does that look like? Well, you'll see entire families heading to the cemetery, but it's not sad. They clean up the grave sites, decorate them with flowers, and have a picnic right there, telling stories and listening to music late into the night. There's dancing in the streets, and you'll see lots of people with their faces painted as these beautiful ornate skulls called calaveras, which, again, is all about celebrating the beauty in the cycle of life and death. And you know we have to talk about the food. You absolutely cannot get through this season without pan de muerto, which means bread of the dead. It's this amazing, soft, sweet bread, and it's usually decorated with little shapes that look like bones. It's made just for this occasion, a piece goes on the ofrenda for the spirits, and the rest is for the family to share. It's delicious. Another thing you'll see absolutely everywhere are these gorgeous, delicate paper banners called papel picado. They're cut with these intricate designs and they just flutter in the wind. They make everything so festive. And the colors aren't random either. They all have meaning. Like you'll see purple, which acknowledges the sadness and mourning that comes with loss. But right next to it, you'll see bright, sunny yellow, representing life and hope. It's that beautiful balance, right there. So, okay, we've talked about the food, the decorations, all the beautiful things you can see. But why does this tradition matter so much? What's the real takeaway here? Let's talk about its enduring legacy. If you take away just one thing, let it be this. The core teaching is that as long as you remember someone, they're never truly gone. Memory is an act of love. Every time you tell their story, or make their favorite food, or even just say their name out loud, you're keeping their spirit right there with you. It's a powerful idea that love doesn't die. It just changes.
And this celebration just reinforces so many incredible values. First, there's family unity, and not just with the people in the room, but across generations, connecting the living and the dead. It also teaches this deep, profound respect for your ancestors. And of course, it keeps tradition itself alive, passing these beautiful customs from one generation to the next, which is how a culture stays strong.
And you know, this tradition is ancient. It has such deep, deep roots. What we see today as Dia de los Muertos is this incredible mix. It's a blend of indigenous traditions. We're talking Aztec festivals that are thousands of years old that got fused with Spanish Catholic beliefs like All Saints' Day back in the 1500s. And that combination created something totally new, powerful, and unique. And really, that's the gift of this tradition, isn't it? Dia de los Muertos is, paradoxically, a celebration of life that we view through the lens of death. It teaches us that honoring our past, honoring the people who made us who we are, actually teaches us more about ourselves. It makes you think about your own life and the legacy you're building. So I'll leave you with this to think about. How does taking the time to remember the dead actually teach us how to live better?